This is not a clickbait. I'm gonna tell you exactly how to get clients as a video editor. But keep in mind that you are going to hear something that you have never heard before. Because nobody talks about it. Because nobody knows consciously what it is. Once you learn my formula, you're never going to struggle for clients. You won't have to watch any further video on how to get clients. Moreover, this formula is very simple and makes sense. But before I jump on the number one secret of getting clients, keep in mind the hardest thing for you to understand is to believe how simple this formula is, how simple getting clients is. So, do me a favor, erase everything you know about getting clients till this point and trust my word. My formula will sound very silly to you, but throughout this video, I will give you enough proofs to prove that getting clients is that easy. So the number one thing that you have to keep in mind is that you don't have to be the best or even better. Yes, you're welcome. So before moving to the exact roadmap, what you have to do in order to get clients, I'm going to talk about where most of you guys are stuck. So you guys are watching a lot of videos on how to get clients, and what are those YouTubers asking? They're asking you to send cold DMs, cold emails, create ideal Upwork, create gig on Fiverr, and just like that you're going to get a lot of clients. You just have to be consistent. But are you able to do that? Are you able to get clients by that method? No, exactly. That's why you are watching this video, because none of their advice worked for you. Is that right? Is that correct? I'm gonna give you the exact reason why that advice will never work. In order to us to work on something, anything, in order to do anything, in order to achieve anything, in order to get clients, we must have a 100% belief, 100% trust in the process that what we are doing is going to get us to the clients. If we don't believe the process, if we have a single doubt in our mind, then what is going to happen? We are going to quit 100%. That is what happening to us, because we understand the truth that they are not saying the truth. They're saying that you just have to send messages, you just have to send emails and you're going to get clients. But internally, our brain knows that this is a pure game of luck. And just like this, you cannot run a very big business. We know that. I'm not saying that you cannot get a single client by this method. You can get one or two clients. But this is 100% that you cannot run a stable business just like this. And this process is just a waste of time. So this is the reason why we are not being consistent. Because we know that sending unlimited emails, DMs, and creating ID on these freelancing platforms are not going to lead us anywhere. Their advice runs on probability. You guys are spending your time and energy, and maybe if you're very lucky, there's 1% chance that you can get clients. That's why that's not working for you guys. So I get this information by a book called Psycho-Cybernetics. Our mind works on a principle of energy conservation. It calculates very clearly the required energy versus reward, what we are going to get by spending that energy. And if the probability of getting the reward is very low, or if the reward itself is unworthy of spending that energy, then our mind is not going to give us the motivation to pursue that. So, what it means, if you want to run a big and stable business, then reaching out to the clients, directly reaching out to the clients, is not going to work for you. By directly reaching out to the client, you're showing that your value is lower than him and you need him. And at this point of time, you also don't have any solid social proof to show, to prove your value. So, For you, in order to create a big and stable business, you need to attract client. And how you're going to do that? You're going to do that by building solid social proofs, by creating proofs that you can solve their problems. That is how you're going to attract them. When they're going to find you, and by seeing your social proofs, by seeing the proofs that you can solve their problems, they're going to be attracted to you. That is how a big business works. Before moving to the exact formula, it is very important for you to know about social proofs and traffic. These are the two main ingredients of a successful business. You only need to get these two things in order to get lots of clients. So first of all, we are going to discuss what is social proof. So any digital proof that shows your capability and reliability is social proof. For example, reviews on your Fiverr and Upwork profile are social proofs. A YouTuber posting consistent videos about a skill on YouTube is a social proof. So, how you guys are going to get social proofs? Getting traffic and social proof on freelancing platforms are completely in control of the algorithm. We don't have any control over the traffic and building social proof on the freelancing platforms. So the only way that we have in our hand to build social proofs is posting content. In this way, we have 100% control of social proof and traffic in our hand. We can create social proof by posting consistent content about a skill, and we can get traffic organically. And in the worst case, if we didn't get any views, we can run ads on them. So, according to the pattern, if you want to get clients in the Imran Ghazi style editing, you need to create 15 to 20 videos about Imran Ghazi style editing and then run ads on them. For creating videos on any skill, the biggest myth is that you need to be expert, which is not right. I say this honestly. If you're going to create content about any niche, about any skill, for example, SMMA, video editing, or anything you do, you don't have to be expert. The only thing in which you need to be good at is gathering information and presenting it in your own way. For example, what I'm saying is that if you want to create content in the Imran Ghazi style editing, you don't need to be an expert in that. There are many videos on YouTube already present about Imran Ghazi style editing. So what you have to do is that you have to gather information from different videos and just present it in your own way. For example, if you want to create Imran Ghazi style animation, you can do that by watching different videos of animation and getting concepts from them and then creating a new animation with your own twist. This can be done for SMMA too. If you want to create content for SMMA, you don't need to be an expert. There are already so many videos present giving information about the thing. But what you have to do is that you have to gather information from different videos and present it in your own simple way. So you are making the complex information easy and you are presenting it in a different way. So this is the skill that you need to be good at if you want to create lots of videos. You don't need to be an expert. So once you created those 15 to 20 videos, the next step is very easy. If you are getting views organically, then you already have social proofs. By posting that videos consistently and giving good information in those videos, you already have social proofs. And if you are getting traffic organically, then it's very good for you. And in the worst case, if you didn't get any views, you can run ads on them. So the exact formula is that if you want to get clients in any niche, create 15 to 20 videos about that skill and then run ads on them. And the most important thing, while you are creating those videos, you have to feel in the back of your head that you are an expert in that field, even if you are not yet. What it means, when you are creating content about Iman Ghazi style editing, you have to feel inside your head while creating those videos that you are expert in that field. So what this thing is gonna do, when you are going to create those videos, feeling that you are expert in that field, you are going to be confident while creating those videos. And that's the most important thing, that you need to pretend that you are expert even if you are not yet. This is the secret. And by pretending, it doesn't mean that you have to lie in your videos. What it means, that you need to speak very confidently about what you are saying. For example, if you are creating videos on video editing, you have to say things very confidently. Like, you have to use this effect. Don't use this effect. This will not gonna look good. You have to use this effect. This color is going to look good in this animation. Don't use this color. You have to behave something like this in the video. You have to be very clear about what you are saying. And the same concept apply for other skills. For like SMMA. If you're creating content about SMMA, you have to create that by thinking that you already know about that. If you are creating, for example, let's take a specific niche. Let's say you want to get clients in e-commerce niche in SMMA. So you have to create videos about how to run ads so that you can get clients for your e-commerce business. And you need to feel in the back of your head that you are expert in that field. And how you're going to show it? You're going to show it by speaking very confidently about what you guys need to do. Exactly. This is what you need to do, guys, exactly. That's how you have to create those 15 to 20 videos. And once you have created those videos, now it's very easy for you. Now you just have to run ads on them if you are not getting views organically. And boom, like that, you're gonna see by yourself, you have started getting clients. And now you don't have to over convince a client, because they are not going to ask too many questions from you, because they already trust on you by watching your videos, by seeing your consistency, because you have social proofs. So just get started. Now you know the secret of getting clients, and this is the only way. Just get started and start getting clients. And I guarantee you're gonna remember me forever.